Hi, it's Hugh Foster here with another quick lick, and today I'm going to talk about modes. By the way, if you want to download the transcription and backing track, head over to my Patreon page and sign up to be a supporter. Link in the description below. So, I brought up modes in a lesson recently, and the student was aware of them but didn't really have much practical experience of them on the bass. So I thought this tutorial series could explore different modes once in a while, hence Phrygian, Phunk, and yes, Phunk is spelled with a PH, of course, had to do it. We'll dive deeper into the theory in a bit, but first, here's the lick, a little bit slower. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so technique-wise, watch out for the following things. Number 1, ghost notes. These really help with the groove. I've dotted these around this exercise, and in general, there's a couple before each phrase. Not always, but in general. So, watch out for this one. And then, same. And then same here. And so on. They make a huge difference, really huge difference. The second thing to watch out for, I'd say, is changes in articulation. And what I mean by that is, for example, in the first couple of bars, your note on beat 1 is short, it's staccato. And then after that, things get a little bit more legato, smoother. Okay, so yeah, again, really essential to the groove. Also, whilst I'm on those first couple of phrases, it's totally fine and properly actually recommended in this case to shift your whole hand when moving from the C minor phrase up to the D flat major phrase and then back down again. And whilst we're on this D flat, see if you can comfortably play the hammer on with either the second and fourth fingers, like this, or with the third and fourth fingers, like this. So, 2 and 4, 3 and 4. Either is fine, I reckon, but I think it's good to be proficient at both. I'd say the third big thing to look out for in this one is the heavily syncopated rhythm in the fourth bar starting on F, like this, 3, 4. So the rhythm there is 1 E and da, 2 E and A. 1 E and da, 2 E and A. And yeah, takes a bit of practice, but again, essential to the groove in this one. So, what is a mode? A mode is a series of notes, and each mode has different characteristics, from bright to dark. There are 7 modes in total, 1 for each note of the major scale. An actual fact, talking of the major scale, if you can play the major scale and the natural minor scale, you actually already know 2 of them. They just have different names. Although they do have names inspired by ancient Greek music, it's not necessary to memorize those names in order to play them. With this in mind, we can think of C Phrygian, the key of this particular exercise, as the third mode of A flat major. Let's just quickly demonstrate how to get there using A flat major as our starting point. Here's A flat major also known as A-flat Ionian, which is the first mode of A-flat major. Okay, easy. Major scale, we all know it. Let's move up now to the second degree of that A-flat major scale, or A-flat Ionian, to B-flat, and play the same series of notes, but starting and ending on B-flat. So it's all the same notes from A-flat, but now we're starting on B-flat. Here's that one. So this one here is the second mode of A-flat major, known as B-flat Dorian. Okay, now let's move up one more time to the third degree of the A-flat major scale, C, okay, and carry on the same pattern. Same notes from the A-flat major scale. So we've just gone from C to C, but using the notes from our starting point, A-flat major. Okay, and this is C Phrygian, and this is where we're basing our tonal center. So C becomes what's known as the tonic, the root note of everything in this particular instance. Okay, so Phrygian has a dark sound, and that's mostly due to the second degree of the scale, D flat in this case, being only one semitone or one fret away from the tonic, in this case C. So here's the tonic, C, the root note, and D flat, the second degree, is right next to it. Okay, so you might already be thinking of a sort of Middle Eastern sound, and yeah, it does have a lot of associations with Middle Eastern music, although there are plenty of instances of this type of scale, this Phrygian mode, in Western pop music. Coincidentally, David Bennett, who has an excellent channel on music theory, has done a video on songs that use the Phrygian mode. So check that out to hear plenty of familiar examples. Link for that below. Spoiler, if you're a metalhead or a hip-hop fan, then you'll know loads of them. One last tip about the Phrygian mode, and perhaps the most important for, I'd say, for memorizing it, is how you approach it. So you can think of C Phrygian as a C natural minor scale like this. Okay, that's one octave of the C natural minor scale. But now, all you need to do to get from C minor to C Phrygian is flatten the second degree. Normally in C minor is a D. Okay, that's the second degree of C minor. Flatten that to a D flat. Okay, and everything else is the same. And now you've got C Phrygian. And for me, that's easier than working it out from, well, in this case, the C of A flat major. You just think it's a minor scale, but just flatten the second. Easy, simple. That just about covers it from me today. Have fun with this one. Don't forget, you can head over to my Patreon to get the transcription and the backing track. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you next time.